I thought we would do a class with everything, all the unrest and people meeting challenges. We would do like a prayerful practice this morning and just offer prayers periodically throughout for the people that are losing loved ones through this and losing human rights and just acknowledging, because people don't always have a way to process those emotions. And so we can just be prayerful this morning around those issues. Is that all right with everybody? Is everybody okay with that? Okay. All right. Awesome. So we'll just get started. Whoops, I got to move my chair out of the way here. Okay, so we'll start with our usual centering. We'll work with the light a little bit and then get into some yoga moves. You know what? This candle is going to represent light and lifting energy. Burning a candle helps to lift the energy. So, all right. We're just relaxing a bit, letting go of the week with all our busyness. If you'll use your imagination for a moment, just picture yourself wearing a cape that ties in the front at your throat, like there's a bow there with a ribbon or a tie of some sort. And I would recommend a black cape representing challenges, burden, issues that we want to let go of. So just reach up tall in your spinal column. Focus on your breath for a few rounds. Feel the flow of life force on the breath, in and out. Feel the weight on your shoulders from this cape. Now, this cape could be twofold purpose. It could be keeping you warm feeling weight, which can feel very real and might be mistaken for a supportive feeling. But we're going to lighten it up. So if you want to just take your hands and come up where your tie is and just pull the cords, the ribbons, and untie your cape and then let it fall away behind you. And if you're wanting to just move it to the side, it's something that if there's anything in there that you want to address, you can pick it up later. But feel the lightness. Now, with that lightness, there can be twofold energy there too. You might feel a little vulnerable because you don't have that weight or the sensation of possible support. So I would say bring your attention to your heart center now, your sternum, front to back, all the way through. Feel that chakra, the Anahata chakra. Allow your support to come from your own heart and your connection to the source, to loved ones. You can imagine a heart shape there or four-petaled flower. The Anahata chakra has 4 petals. If you want to assign a color to it, or if you see a color in your third eye, it could be green, the actual color of the chakra, or you might have some pink in there. I like to use both. And then see that flower growing, expanding, expanding out into your whole body, your home, or wherever you're at right at this moment. And all the way out into the world with an attitude of prayer for those who are suffering. There are many. For those who feel the tensions and the unrest, many people are empathic. There are more mystics on the earth now than ever. So they might be sensitive to the energies. The Schumann resonance has been spiking. I don't know the numbers, but a lot. There's a lot of 5D, fifth dimension energies coming in. So it's more light on the planet, more light within us, which can seem stressful if we're not used to it because it's happening rather fast. So we'll offer prayers to those who are suffering, but also on our own behalf, so that we have the strength and courage, the wisdom, and the will to handle all of this. It's part of the ascension. Playing out on the earth. So bring your awareness to your body now and just check in to see what sensations you might be feeling. If you have any sore spots, tight areas, notice your solar plexus, our emotional center, our power center, and just see if there's anything going on there. And if it seems like there is or is not, then that's the case. Just go with that. But let that expansive color from your heart center, let it continue to expand. More will come in. You receive as you give. And we'll attune to the breath. Just bring your palms together in front of your heart and breathe, arms overhead and open with a long exhale. Just softening your heart, softening attitude, softening expectation of yourself and others. 2 more breaths or rounds of breath. And let your hands just rest on your knees or on your lap. And start to circle around, taking your chin down to your chest. Circle your head around slowly, checking out the energy around your neck and throat. Opening your throat chakra. And reverse your circles. And then come back to center. And we'll just turn our head side to side. So looking over one shoulder, then come to center, taking in a breath. Exhale to the other side. Look over your shoulder. And as you repeat a few times, just continue to press into your edge like we do in the twist. Move with the breath and come back to center. Shoulders, just bring them forward. Inhale and lift them up towards your ears. Take them back and exhale them down. As big a circle as you can make with your shoulders. Move with the breath. And reverse. And to continue on with neck and shoulders, just bring your arms around and interlace your fingers behind your back and draw your arms away. Lift. If you want to, you can press your head back. Open the shoulders, your chest. Lean back, opening the solar plexus chakra. Yellow, golden, yellow. Stretch your chin up. For your throat chakra, the sky blue. And then release it all. Bring your arms back around. And then lift them up overhead. Breathe. Interlace fingers and turn your palms up. Just stretching. Pull up out of your hips. Reach up again. And again. And release and let your arms float down. Ah, good. Okay. Now just coming into a gentle twist side to side a few times to loosen up in your spine. So breathe to the front and center. Exhale into the stretch. The next time you come to your left, lift, right hand on your knee, left hand behind you for leverage. Use your arms to draw you into your twist. Relax on every exhale. Now unwind just so that you're facing your left leg, and then take your left arm and scoop it forward, reaching up. Inhale. Hold on to your knee and arch to the back. Notice how it feels in your hips. And come forward and come down over your leg, stretching. And then press back up. Facing center, just lean back and switch your feet and legs so that the other one is in front or on top, depending on which position you're using. And just come over to your right. Left hand holding your knee, right hand behind you. Lift tall in your spine. And exhale into your twist. Use your arms. Relax in your spine. Think of the white light flowing up and down your spine. Goes both directions. You're always a rainbow conduit between heaven and earth. Relax a little more as you exhale. And then just unwind, facing your right knee and scooping forward with your right arm. Breathe it up. Lift up out of your hips. Press your hips into the mat and lean back. And then come back to center. Slowly unwind. Just circle around in your wrists, fingers, elbows. Okay. Now one more with our legs where they are. Just bring your arms around behind you. Clasp your right wrist with your left hand. Reach up tall. Take in your breath. Exhale and just bend forward over your legs in a prayer of surrender. Surrendering to your highest power, your highest and deepest wisdom. And allowing any emotion to emerge, just be okay with it. Let it flow through you, passing through you. And slowly lift back up. Bring your palms to the floor in front of you. Just rock back a little bit and then come up onto your knees. Unfold your legs and take them back. Stretch out into an elbow plank. Press your heels away. You can shake out your legs here, bend your knees, bend in your ankles, press your heels away. Nice and long. Feel the power in your core, your strength, your courage. It's in there. And then let your hips come down onto the mat, the tops of your feet onto the floor, and lift into your Sphinx pose. press your pubic triangle down. Lift your chin. A gentle arch to your back. Legs are together. Now take in a breath. As you exhale, engage your thighs and just come around and look towards your feet on your left. Inhale back to center. Still press down in your hips to protect your low back. Take in a breath. And exhale to your right. Look towards your feet. Feel the little stretches you find in your body here. Along the outside hip. Inhale back to center. Press down. And then just straighten your arms. Just take it slow. Got a little glitch in my elbow. There it came out. And lengthen. Feel that stretch in the front of your body. Pause here and let it open. Sometimes we get tight, closing down our own power in the solar plexus, and it might feel a little bit tight. And breathe some expansive breaths. Now just walk your hands in about the length of your fingers, your hands, and come in a little closer. Bring your elbows in, lengthen away from your hips, elongate your spine. Now bring them in once again a little closer, shoulder blades together, elbows in. Now one more pull back, lengthen, and come into, keep your hips pressed firmly on the floor into Bhujangasana, your cobra. Breathe. And then just slowly, very slowly, lower down and bring your arms, overlap your hands, forehead on your hands. Big toes together, turn your heels out to the sides, relaxing your thighs, relax your shoulders. Now bring your legs in line once again, tops of your feet on the mat. Press your hips down. Bring your palms under your shoulders. Now we're going to work on some strengthening here. So press down in your feet, your legs, your pubic triangle, and lift your upper body. Just lift it up and lower down. Lift up and see if you can inhale with this lift. Not using your arms at all, just your low back, your hips, your legs. Lower down and we'll come up once again. See if you can hold here. Now press down on your palms and lengthen out in your spine. Lift into cobra once again. Pull away from your hips, elbows in close. Hips are firmly planted on the ground, receiving energy from Earth Mother. And now press on your palms, lift up and pull back into child's pose. Bring your arms to your sides, palms up, thumbs by your ankles, if possible. If not, you can overlap your arms. Just rest in a prayerful pose. The innocent child, innocent, creative, vulnerable, your inner child. Just ask her right now, just ask her what she needs from you, from the adult part of you. And you may get an answer, you may get a feeling, you may not get anything. It may come later. How does she feel right now? Does she have a chance to express? Now press down on your legs and just lift up, sitting on your heels. And just loosen up anywhere you need to. See what your body's calling for. And we'll lift up onto our knees if you're ready. And just bring your left leg out into sun pose. Well, let's start with the high lunge here. Just overlapping palms on the leg. Take in your breath. You're lifting up tall. And exhale, come forward. Inhale, come in. Exhale, forward. Breathe and pull back. Exhale forward, and as you allow yourself to come forward, lift up out of that right knee. Lift up out of your hips, shoulder blades down. Bring your arms to your sides and then breathe and lift them up overhead. Look up. In between your palms, you see any energy there? Reach up and see if you can arch back a little ways. And come forward, bring your palms down onto the mat and turn the toes under on the back foot. Just lift the back knee in your sun pose. And we'll come into a stretch, lifting your left arm into a twist. Notice where you're feeling sensation here. And can we resist a side plank? No. So bring the back foot down on the outer edge. If you want to use your left hand, you can do that. But just kind of inch your left leg down and stack it on your left foot on top of the right, and you're in your side plank. And just come forward into the front plank. Let your knees down and pull back, sitting on your heels just for a moment. Loosen up a little bit. Breathe a normalizing breath or two. And then just lift up onto your knees and bring your right leg forward. And we'll work with this side. Taking in your breath, reach up through your crown. Exhale forward. And then relax into your lunge. Lifting tall from your knee on the floor up through your crown. And bring your arms to your sides. Turn your palms out and reach up. Breathe. Lift and look in between your palms. Lift up out of your hips. Then reach up, inhale, and lean back. And then just come forward, bring palms onto the floor into sun pose. Ah. Turn the toes under on the back foot and lift the back knee. Good. Lift up into your twist. Bring the back foot onto the outer edge as you start to slide your right leg and foot back for your side plank. Stack your feet. Nice firm muscles. And come around to the front plank. And let's come into our first downward facing dog. I don't want to set my hair on fire here. Lift up. Just perfecting your pose. Heels to the floor, hips to the ceiling. Shoulders down. Now we'll just all do the same side. Take your right hand and reach for your left leg or your left ankle if you can reach it, and look up under your arm. Breathe. And we'll switch sides. And bring your hand back. Walk your feet in towards your hands. Head to knee. Separate your feet hip width as you stretch down. Now, keeping your legs firm, take your arms out to the side. Bring your torso parallel to the floor. Legs are engaged. Press down in your feet and lift the crown of your head. Bring arms up overhead. Palms together and over your heart. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that, and offer whatever prayer you feel appropriate for you in this moment. It can be personal for you, it can be for the whole world, whatever is right for you. A prayer, a visualization. Now just come back. And you might want to turn sideways, or you can turn your mat, whichever you prefer. We're just going to hop out into 5-pointed star and separate your feet as wide as your comfortable with. Engage the legs. Bring your shoulder blades down. Lift in your crown. Taking a breath. Exhale, hinge forward in your hips. Coming down over your legs into a wide angle stretch. You can hold on to your feet or ankles, or you can bring your palms to the floor, whichever melts your butter. Now lengthen out in your torso, so your torso is parallel to the floor, arms out from your shoulders. Press down in your feet, lift your crown, breathe. And turn your left toes out. Right heel should already be out. Taking a breath. Check your hips, they should be pointing forward. Exhale out into your warrior two. A couple of vinyasas, inhale in, exhale out. And then hold your warrior two. Take in your breath. Exhale. Flex your wrists. Sending love, positive energy out from your palms, from your own heart. The spiritual warrior, the loving warrior two. And then release your hands. Bring the back arm down, lift up. And come back to warrior two. Breathe the knee in, we'll switch sides. Exhale out for vinyasa. And coming into your pose, just perfect it. Gaze over your shoulder. Taking a breath. Exhale, flex the wrists. Taking another breath. And send energy out through your palms. And then release your hands and come down into reverse warrior just for a moment. And back to warrior two. Breathe the knee in, toes forward. Just bring your feet in a few inches, bend your knees, and hop back in to Tadasana. Very good. And release your arms. Step back to the back end of your mat, facing forward. Just bend both knees, walk your hands forward, and then bring your left knee forward for pigeon. We've been working on this a bit lately. Working with the hips. As we strengthen our pigeons, we'll eventually work into flying pigeon, which is actually an arm balance. So we'll be working to strengthen arms too. Lift up and back. And then walk your hands forward for sleeping pigeon. And now just lift up onto your hands. Toes under on the back foot. We're just going to switch legs, passing through plank. See how it feels on this side, if it's easier or harder, tighter or looser. Just keep drawing that back hip forward. Lift up and back as much as your body will allow. And release down into sleeping pigeon. And now press your palms down. Just come over onto your right hip and bring the back leg around. And prepare for your Shavasana. Excuse me. Get as comfortable as you possibly can. Now, optional for the early releasing in your Shavasana, if you want to offer more prayer for yourself or others or both, or if you want to work with a mantra, Om or Shanti, for a few breaths. Whatever's going to help you relax the most. Just be sure to let go of all holding. Just check around your body, your feet and legs, your hips, your spine, neck, shoulders, your abdomen, arms and hands. Check your jaw, face, ears. and relax. And start to bring your awareness back now to your body, feeling the floor underneath you, the earth underneath the floor. Any sounds in the room? Bring some little moves into your body. And then slide your feet together. Lift your knees up to your chest and give yourself a little stretch. You can rock side to side if you want, or forward and back. And then come back up into sitting. Bring your hands into your favorite mudra. Sealing in the benefits of all your efforts, your prayers that have been offered. And then bring palms into Anjali Mudra. And we'll offer gratitude for all of those who protect us, those who are in service, all kinds of service, helping to keep us safe, both in the seen and the unseen worlds. So have a beautiful, wonderful weekend. Namaste, everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Homer is being a, hey, Heather, out of this room. Oh,
Yeah, they were really getting weird when I was laying down on the doing Shavasana. So it's like,
Oh, your doggies were?
yeah. So
Oh,
I have to teach Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday night evening again next week. So I'll see you next Friday.
well, we're starting a
Oh.
Tuesday. We're starting a Tuesday
Oh.
night class. It'll be at 6 p.m. I believe it's going to start this week. Angie from Loudonville and Kathy
Mhm.
from Loudonville will be.
Okay.
We're starting with 2 people, and we'll
Uh-huh.
just let it grow. So if you want
Okay.
to join us, I don't know if it'll be 45 minutes or an hour. We're just setting it up, so
Yes, okay.
Okay.
that's a
Well, let us-
possibility.
Yeah, you'll let us know, right?
Yep. Send the
Yes,
link.
I'll send.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Good. Well, hope everybody has a